the statistics have spoken. One of my most popular videos by far was the video regarding selective breeding of shrimp. What was noticed though was that most people didn't watch much of it, and I think it was because the start of that video was mad boring about cleaning tanks and filling tanks up and stuff, and not actually getting to the point. So what I've decided to do, I've selected some more shrimp, but I've kept this video much shorter and gone through more of a process of what I've done with more footage of the shrimp. So hope you enjoy it. It is short. Let's get straight to it.
Just making a start, getting the water ready, picking out the specific shrimp I want, and I am looking for shrimp that have got sort of a metallic bronzy peach type background. So I've definitely noticed a few in the tank, and I'm just sort of working my way through those, the ones that I find. There's not too many, but I want to make sure I select for specifically colour, but also for pattern. And likewise here, just sitting watching the tank, seeing what's knocking about. I have fed them, hence why they're all at the front. And these are the few I've selected so far. While I'm in here, I'm also, if you notice the tank next to it, I'm also taking out what are considered calls or lower grades and moving them into the tank on the left. So this is my starting point, but I do go back through this pot and I take a couple out. I end up with 6 in total to move over. Hopefully you can see the sort of peach coloration to the back end of the shrimp. So there are a couple that come out of here that I feel don't make the grade, but are still decent shrimp. So I continue searching to see what else I can find, if there's anything that needs to go in the mixed tank. And then a quick shot of one that's moved into its new tank, straight on the algae. Found the algae straight away.
Something that's definitely worth noting, and this was omitted from the first video I did on selective breeding with the fancy tiger shrimp, and likewise in this video with the galaxies, is although I've selected for colour and pattern, I've not yet gone through and selected for sex. So my male to female ratio hasn't been mentioned at all, and what I'm going to do is let all of those shrimps settle in, and I'll do a separate video on then sexing and selecting the right male to female ratio. What I'm keen to do is get a small tank so I can take each shrimp out individually, put it into a tank, do some close-up footage and explain how I personally define if it's a male or a female, and we'll also discuss in that video, so keep an eye out for that. Subscribe, hit the notification if you're not a subscriber, is the correct male to female ratio if you're looking at selective breeding and specific traits. So stick along for that one, but here's to the rest of the video. So this is a shot of some film of my galaxies. So this is sort of post selecting them. So there are still a couple in there with the bronzy sort of background, but not to the degree of the few that I selected. They're feeding on chitin, so chitin's really good for the carapace, the shell of the shrimp, and there are still a couple of coals in here that need to come out. But I think the plan is, once I've sort of completed my plans with a few of the other tanks, then what I'm probably going to do is create another selection from here and hopefully video all that for you guys as well. So while it's sort of playing, just enjoy, and hope you enjoy watching this type of content. Hope you found that more interesting. If you haven't seen the first video, I do waffle a little bit, but it should have chapters. I'll put a card up here to click on to see that first video to do with fancy tigers. But with all that being said and done, hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you like this type of content, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on anything, and we usually try and put at least one video out a week. Thanks everybody for watching. Take care. As most of you that watch the channel know, I put a short out a few weeks back about a disaster that happened after making and uploading this video. So I'm a few weeks ahead with my video upload schedule, but I'll put a link to that disaster in the description. If you want to go and watch that, it's under a minute, the short is. But if you're not a subscriber and you want to see sort of the progression even after that disaster, then hit the subscribe and the bell notifications. Thanks everyone, bye.